Boo! Right, well, we are on the second paragraph of page 9 if you want to dig out the read along from Inger. If not, let's go. Albus Dumbiedykes didn't seem to ken that he had just arrived in a street where anything for his name to his bits wasn't welcome, or welcome. He was busy hooking about to his cloak, looking for something, but he didn't seem to ken he was being watched because he kicked up something at the Bawdrins that was aye glowering for him from the other end of the street. For some reason, the sight of the Bawdrin seemed to amuse him. He giggled and mumbled, "I should have ken it." He found what he was looking for in his inside pouch. It seemed to be a small cigarette lighter. He flicked it open, held it up in the air and clicked it. The nearest street lamp gave out with a wee pop. He clicked it again. The next lamp flickered into darkness. 12 times he clicked the pitter-outer until only lights left in the whole street were 12 pair of dots in the distance, which were the een of the Bawdrins watching him, which are the eyes of the cat. If anybody keeked out the window, not even the sharp eyes needed Miss Dursley, they wouldn't be able to see anything what was happening down on the pavement. Dumbiedykes slipped the pitter-outer back inside his coat and set after in the street towards number 4, where he sat down on the wall next to the Bawdrins. He didn't look at it, but after a moment he spoke to it. "Fancy seeing you here, Professor McGonagall!" "Ah, what?" He turned to smile at the tabby, but it was a wall. Instead he was smiling at a rather dull-looking woman, what was wearing square glasses, exactly the shape of the keen marks that the cat had around its een. She was wearing a cloak and all, an emerald one. Her black hair was drawn into a thick bun. She looked a gay tussie. "How did you ken it was me?" she speered. "Pardon me? My dear Professor, I've never seen a Bawdrin sit with so straight." "You'd be straight yourself if you'd been sitting on a brick wall all day," Professor McGonagall said. "All day? What were you not celebrating? I think I passed about a dozen feasts and parties on the way over here." Professor McGonagall snarled angrily. "Oh aye, everybody's out celebrating alright," she said impatiently. "You think they're a bit more careful, but no, even the muggles have noticed something's going on. It was all over their nose." She jerked her head back to the Dursleys' dark front room one day. "Heard it. Flocks of hoolits, shooting stars. Well, they're not completely glaikit." Glaikit means like see-through, dumb. Somebody's glaikit, they're an idiot basically. They were bound to notice something. Shooting stars didn't in Kent. I bet that was Daedalus Diggle. He always was a bit of Gomer. A bit of Gomer. Again, an idiot. "You can hardly blame them," said Dumbiedykes gently. "We've had hardly anything to celebrate for 11 years. Leaving here." "I ken that," said Professor McGonagall crabbily, "but that's no reason to lose the head. Folk have been a right middens out in the randan in broad daylight, even dressed in muggle clothes, exchanging clishmaclavers." Clishmaclavers, by the way, is gossip. Clishmaclavers. Didn't know that. I had to search it up. But I have started using that because it is a fucking amazing word. "Oh, shut up with your clishmaclaver." She flung a sharp sideways glance at Dumbiedykes here, as though hoping he was going to tell her something, but he didn't, and she carried on. "A fine thing it would be if on the very day you ken wha seems to be disappeared into the lying least, the muggles found out about us. I suppose he really is all way, Dumbiedykes." "It certainly looks that way," said Dumbiedykes. "We have muckle to be thankful for. Do you want a sherbet lemon?" "A what?" "A sherbet lemon. They're a kind of muggle sweetie I'm rather fond of." "No, thank you," said Professor McGonagall coldly, as though she didn't think the time was right for sherbet lemons. "As I say, even if you ken wha is a wha, my dear Professor, surely a wee buddy like yourself can call even his name. All this you ken wha havers, for 11 years I've been trying to persuade folk to call by his right name. Voldemort. Voldemort, Voldemort, oh Voldemort. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Professor McGonagall flinched, but Dumbiedykes, wha was unscared to the sherbet lemons, didn't seem to notice. "It all gets confusing if you keep saying, 'You ken wha, you ken wha.' I've never seen any reason to be frightened of saying Voldemort's name." "I ken you haven't," said McGonagall, soothing Beelin, half impressed. Beelin's angry. So like, she was really angry but really impressed. "But you're different. Everybody kens you're the only one you ken what. Alright, Voldemort was afraid of. You're making me sound grander than I am, said Dumbiedykes calmly. Voldemort had powers that I would never have. Only because you're too well noble to use them. It's lucky it's dark. I've not had a riddle like this since Madame Pomfrey told me she liked my new leg warmers. So Pomfrey's Pomfrey, Pomfrey haven't read right. Madame Pomfrey likes Dumbledore's new socks. The hell. Professor McGonagall shot a sharp look at Dumbiedykes and said, "The Hoolits mean nothing. The Hoolits are known to the rumours that are fleeing about. You came to hear what he was saying about why he's disappeared, about what finally snapped him." They all seen that Professor McGonagall had waxed a pintney. She was most anxious to discuss the real reason she'd been weighing out all day in the cold stone wall, for neither a Bawdrins nor a woman should gain Dumbiedykes sick a piercing gliver as she did the now. It was plain that whatever everybody was saying, she wasn't going to believe it until Dumbiedykes told her it was true. Dumbiedykes, however, was picking at another limp Sherman didn't answer. "What are they saying?" she pressed on. "Is that last night Voldemort turned up in Godric's How? And he gave to find the Potters. Rumours that Lily and James Potter, well, is it their deed?" Dumbiedykes bowed his head, and Professor McGonagall gulped. "Lily and James? Can't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. Oh, Albus." Dumbiedykes waxed out and clapped her on the shoulder. I can, he said heavily. Professor McGonagall's voice trembled as she carried on. That's no all. They're saying he tried to kill the Potters, Wayne and Harry. But he couldn't kill that wee laddie. Nobody kens why or who, but they're saying that when he couldn't kill Harry, Voldemort's power somehow broke, and that's why he's gone. Dumbiedykes gave a dowy nod. "So it is true," bumbled Professor McGonagall. "After all he's done, after all the folks he killed, he couldn't kill a wee laddie. It bumbazes me. Of all the things to have stabbed him. But how in the name of heaven did Harry survive?" "We can only guess," said Dumbiedykes. "We mix never ken." Dumbiedykes Professor McGonagall pulled out a lace handkerchief and ditched it to her elbow in her glasses. Dicked her in above her glasses. Right, she put a handkerchief out to her glasses, cool. Dumbiedykes had a muckle sniff as he got a good watch for his pouch and kicked it. It was a gay uncooked watch. It had 12 horns, but no numbers. Instead were planets flying around the edges. It must have made sense to Dumbiedykes though, because he put it back in his pouch and said, "Hagrid's late. Suppose it was him that told you to be here, am I right?" "Aye," said Professor McGonagall. "I didn't suppose you got to tell me why we're here of all places." "I came to bring Harry to his aunt and uncle. They're the only family he has left now." You can't mean the folk that abide here," cried Professor McGonagall, open to her feet, pointing at number 4. "Dumbiedykes, you can't. I've been watching them all day. You couldn't find twa folk that are less than us. And I saw him kicking his mother in the way up the streets, greeting for sweeties. Harry Potter came and bide here." So basically, Dudley was having a fit that his mum wasn't buying him sweeties. And McGonagall was implying that they'd be unfit parents to raise Harry. So apparently they were already shits before Harry got there, so that puts the Horcrux theory out the fucking window, doesn't it? Spoilers. "It'll be good for him," said Dumbiedykes finally. "His auntie and uncle will be able to explain to him when he's older. I scraped them a letter." "A letter?" repeated Dumbiedykes, Professor McGonagall faintly. Sat back down the wall. "Really, Dumbiedykes? You think you can explain all this in a letter? These folk will never understand him. He'll be famous. A legend. I wouldn't be surprised if the day was kent as Harry Potter Day in the future. There'll be books screaming about Harry. Every bairn in the world will ken his name. There'll be books written about Harry. Every child in our world will know about him. Bairn means Wayne." Page 14. "That's right," said Dumbiedykes, looking off seriously. The tapping his off-moon glasses. Off-moon. Moon. "It would be enough to turn any lad," he said. "Famous before he can walk and talk. Famous for something they wouldn't even mind. Can you not see? He'll be far better grown up away from that till he's ready to honour it." Professor McGonagall opened her mouth, changed her mind swag and said, Aye, you're right. Of course. But how's the lad getting here, Dumbiedykes?" She just cloak suddenly, and she thought he might have Harry hidden about it. Aye, he's got to have a Wayne hidden in his cloak, you daft bitch. Fucking... The quality of the books gets much better as they go, and you can tell Lord J.K. likes into her style. "Hagrid's bringing them." "You think it's wise to trust Hagrid with something as important as this?" "I would trust Hagrid with my life," said Dumbiedykes. I'm not saying he's not got a heart or cairn, said Professor McGonagall thornily, but he can't pretend he's not a hasher. Alright. He does tend to... What was that? See, the word hasher's a bit... I'm not sure what that means. Because obviously hash is a type of cannabis. I don't know if he's saying he's a wee bit of a stoner, or just he's a wee bit of a... Obviously the word hash could be slang from the term hasher. Meaning hashers are people that are chilled, and that's why it's... I don't know, I'm assuming that this means a chilled, laid back guy who doesn't take things very seriously. Continuing. A lack rumbling soon had cowed the silence around them, and grew steadily louder as they kicked up and down the street for some sign of headlight. It grew into a loud roar as they both looked up at the lift, and a muckle motorbike fell out the air and landed in the road in front of him. If the motorbike was muckle, it was nothing to the man sitting astride it. He was about twice as long as any normal man and at least 5 times as bread. He just looked oor big to be allowed, and a sair ramshackle lying tedious of bushy bleak hair, and his beard had most of his oil's face. He had horns the size of dustbin lids, and his feet and leather bits looked like a baby gearfish. In his muckle muscular arms, he was holding a bundle of pladdies. Hagrid, said Dumbiedykes, sound relieved. At last. And where are you getting that motorbike frae? I got a line at Dumbiedykes, sir. Half a young Sirius Black. I've got 'em, sir. No problems. Where they? Nah, sir. Who's all but flattened? But I got 'em out of a rip before the muggles started swabbing out. The first seats were blaring, fleeing out Bristol. Dumbiedykes and Professor McGonagall bowed for it over a bundle of paddies. Inside, just visible, was a wee Bernie, a laddie, soon asleep. Under a tuft of jet black hair, through his forehead, they could see an uncut shaped like a jag of lightning. Is that what? Whispered McGonagall. Aye. You always have that scar. Can you no do something about it, Dumbiedykes? Even if I could, I wouldn't. Scars can come in useful. I've in myself. I've on a left cap knee that's a perfect map of the London Underground. Fuck off, man. Well, use him here, Hagrid. We better get this your way. Dumbiedykes taking Harry in his arms and turned towards Dud's house. Can I no say cheerio, sir? Said Hagrid, and bent his muckle tussie's head of Harry. Gave him what must have been a gay yokey whiskery kiss. Then suddenly lagged at a yell like a wounded dog. It's a wounded dog. Whisht! Hissed Professor McGonagall. You're waking the muggles. Sorry, sobbed Hagrid, taking out a muckle spotted handkerchief and blinding his face. But I can't stone it. Lily and James did. And that wee Harry aft to bide with muggles. Aye, it's very sad. But keep the heed now, Hagrid, or we'll be found. Professor McGonagall whispered, clapping Hagrid firmly in the arm as Dumbiedykes stepped out the garden wall and walked to the front door. He put Harry softly down the doorstep, taking a letter out his cloak, tucked inside Harry's pladdies. Pladdies are blankets, by the way. I should probably say that after repeating the word several times. Then came back to stand in their tour between the two. For a whole minute, the three of them stood and looked at the wee bundle. Hagrid's shoulders shook. Professor McGonagall blinked furiously, and the screaming light that always shone from Dumbledore's eyes seemed to have dined and all. Well, said Dumbledore at long last, that's it. We've no business down here. We might as well gang and join the celebrations. Leave and go join the celebrations. Aye, said Hagrid, with a gay muffled voice. I'd better get out of here with this bike. Good night, Professor McGonagall, Professor Dumbledore, sir. Dumbiedykes. Dicking his greeting in and sleeve jacket, Hagrid swung himself onto a motorbike and kicked the engine into life. With a roar it rose off into the air and off into the night, drying his eyes on his jacket sleeve. Jacket in his jacket. I'll see you soon. No doubt, Professor McGonagall, said Dumbiedykes, nodding to her. Professor McGonagall blared Nevin replying. Dumbiedykes turned and walked down the street. On the corner, he stopped, taking the sillier pit out her. He clicked it once, and 12 balls of light spread back to their street lamps, so that Privet Force suddenly glowed orange, and he could make out a tabby cat snoring in the corner on the other end of the street. He could just see the bundle of paddies at the step of number 4. Good luck, Harry, he murmured. He biddled Droon, and with a swish of his cloak, he was gone. A breeze kilted the wee kept hedges of Privet Loan, which lay wished it and turned on a ink-bleak lift. The very last place you'd expect astounding things were to happen. Harry Potter rode over inside his paddy, Look, wakening up. Yen wee horn closed on the letter side him, and he slept on. No keening he was special, no keening he was famous, no keening he'd be wanting in a few hours' time by Mr. Dursley's scrake as he opened the front door to put the milk bottles out the milk bottles. Not that he would spend the next few weeks being poked at and pared by his cousin Dudley. He couldn't have ken that in this very moment, folk meeting in secret out of the country were lifting their glasses and saying in soft, low voices, "To Harry Potter, the laddie will live." Okay. And that's page 17, the end of chapter 1. Next chapter is chapter 2, the glass that disappeared, or the glass that disappeared. Well, I wanted to get this out in time for Burns Night, which is tonight obviously, celebrating Rabbie Burns, the poet of Scotland. Cat, will you shut up? Stop playing with that goddamn toy. Oh shit, she listened. No, there she goes. Anyway, so I hope you have a wonderful day. It's currently the 25th of January where I am, which is still Burns Night. I don't think I'm having haggis tonight because I never bought any because I'm a wee bit daft. But I'll see if I can get the missus to bring it in. Hope the squad's enjoying it. If you would, post in the comments below. Would you like to keep this an unabridged series, or would you like me to abridge it and read out the funny bits? It's up to you guys. It's nae skin off manos. It just might mean actually wouldn't make me get them out quicker. I'm a lazy bastard. I'd meant to make this earlier and I forgot, and then Hadash reminded me, so I was like, shit, get it made. So that's it made. Hope you enjoyed it. As I'm saying, if you want me to keep it unabridged and just to be reading it plainly, let me know in the comments below. And fuck it, have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you on the page. Boo!